Cruisers!
It's Frank and Kevin from Cruising with Wheels. And today, you know, it's a little depressing when you end your cruise, but today we're going to talk about the top 10 ways to avoid the post-cruise depression when you get home. Stick around.
So everybody, while I was sitting here and the music was rolling, I was just thinking about the 11th thing that you can do, right?
Goodness.
The 11th thing that you can do to stop that cruise depression. And you know what it is?
What is it?
Click that subscribe button. You want to be subscribed to Cruising with Wheels because we put together some great videos that
Oh my God, how did we not add that as a bonus?
I know. So anyways,
minute bonus.
that's your bonus tip, and we're going to start out with that. So click the subscribe button, the little bell will get you our notifications.
And follow us here on YouTube.
So let's get rolling.
Okay. Well, Lee, let's talk about things that we do, which is before you leave.
Yeah, a lot of the stuff is before you leave. Right?
Before you leave, everybody who follows my Frank's Cooking Corner might know this, that, you know, I cook and I cook big and I freeze a lot.
Right.
So there's a lot of pre-made meals that I've already cooked. They're already in those Tupperware dinner containers, and they're in our giant stand-up freezer in the laundry room. So there's food available when you come home, because you know what's the biggest thing that happens when you get off the cruise and you come home?
Well, nobody's here to cook for you. But, you know, to add into this first tip about, you know, preparing before you leave, and you've prepared the meals.
Oh, yeah, they're there.
I usually make up the bed real nice, and I put chocolates on the pillow, so that first night is not so jarring.
When you come home.
When we come home.
And you're like, oh gosh, and you're like, oh, look, there's chocolates on our pillows. It's just like being on the cruise. Or it's like, I'm starving, is there any food to eat?
Right.
Well, of course, open the freezer.
And I have heard that some people actually learn how to make the towel animals, and they make themselves a towel animal before they leave. Yeah. So it's there on the bed when they come.
Because a lot of ships will have towel animal making classes. And so you can learn.
No, it's starting to become a thing of the past.
I know, but you can learn how to do that. But the big takeaway to that is, when you get home, there's no one waiting on you hand and foot. There's no one cooking for you, serving you, and waiting on your every need. So this kind of helps to soften the blow.
Next on our list is what we do on YouTube, actually. And but we also do this step when we come home, and it is to go online and write up a cruise review. Right.
We go to the, we do a review for that particular cruise line. And
we do it on the cruise website.
That's right.
At Cruise Line's website. We also do reviews on Cruise Critic.
And then, of course, the big one is right here on YouTube, where we do all our videos. And, you know, you follow us through the daily vlogs. And then the final video we do is our thoughts. It's the final recap of everything, good, bad, and the ugly.
And we hope that it helps you when we do that. But it's also very cathartic for us. And it helps us with our cruise depression. The third thing on our list is, what's the third thing? Well, and we do this all the time.
This is something that we're both part of, because it's recreating some of the great meals that you ordered and have, or that you had on the ship. And of course, Kevin's behind the bar trying to recreate the cocktail. So he does the liquor. I, of course, am in the kitchen working on the meals, because there's some really great ones. And I'm like, I think I can do that.
Now, I want to say that if you're not familiar, Frank has a segment called Frank's Cooking Corner. There is a playlist. I will link it above. And if you watch that playlist, you will see that we have some of the cruise line's specialties, like Carnival
chocolate melting cake that is already out for you. And I got that recipe and I made it at home. And your thoughts on that?
It's delicioso. But I have to tell you, we added a little twist to it, and it was my mistake, right? Because I didn't go to the store and get the vanilla ice cream. So I used mint chocolate chip, and there was this huge response from everybody out there.
Yeah, they were like,
saw
a Carnival doesn't have a
no, but they were like, it's brilliant.
Mint chocolate chip. But it's like, well, no, we did this at home.
But they thought it was brilliant.
I know. But anyways, his selection of ice cream had in no way reflected the making of the Carnival
and guys, I have to
chocolate melting cake, which was awesome.
I have to tell you guys that it reheated really, really well.
It really did.
So, number 4 on our list, we do every single time we go on our cruises. And we do it for a couple of reasons. 1, we want to make an inventory.
Right.
And 2, we want to extend our cruise, right? So it is displaying your souvenirs throughout your home.
Right. Now, we unpack all our souvenirs. It's like cruise Christmas. Okay, so we've unpacked it, and whether it's all the Christmas ornaments for the tree, which is our thing.
Or artwork.
Right, or artwork. Or gifts that we've bought friends and family, things that we've brought back. But generally, we unpack it, we lay it all out, we take pictures, we post pictures on Facebook. We might even do a little YouTube video of it. And it kind of brings us back to, when we purchased it, where we were when we purchased it, how much fun we had, and that kind of stuff. And again, we pick out places throughout the house where we will permanently display an item if it's not an ornament that goes on the tree.
Well, even if we're not going to permanently display it, we have them set out just to remind us for a little while.
Yeah, so
next
fun.
on our list, speaking of pictures, is host a cruise-themed party to show off those great pictures you've taken, or videos, or the souvenirs that we just talked about.
Now, I was part of this 20 years ago when I started cruising with all my good friends, and they always started with a pre-cruise party. And what they did was, anybody that was going on the cruise, and there was generally about 10 to 12 of us, and only the 10 and 12 were invited to this party, no one else.
Right.
It was a pre-cruise party where we're getting in the mood, going over what ports we were going to, what we were going to do, this, that, whatever. And of course, went on the cruise, and then about within 2 weeks after we came home, we had a post-cruise party where everybody brought their pictures and videos, and we kind of just reminisced. And that kind of, we got to relive it, and that was exciting.
Now, next on our list is for all of you who have overindulged while you're on your cruise.
Who would do that?
And that is just wait a week at least before you weigh yourself.
I know.
And before you start your diet. Because you want to make sure that you continue to treat yourself when you get home, extend your cruise vacation a little bit.
Right.
And plus, you don't want to see that number.
I know.
Right?
And it's like getting home from a cruise and getting slapped in the face. Party's over, reality's here, you're fat, and you got to go on a diet, and you lose all that cruise weight. I mean, no, kind of wean yourself off that cruise slowly for a week or so before you decide whether you maybe need to watch your calories and the true, what do they say, a pound per day for every day?
It's usually a pound per day.
I am the truth on that one.
And I'm the opposite.
You are the opposite. He loses weight, and I truly gain the 1 pound per day, for every day we're on the cruise.
So next on our list is probably my favorite. It's my favorite way of dealing with post-cruise depression, and that is book another cruise. I just simply love to sit there and go through those cruises, itineraries, try to find the bargain, and book another cruise.
If you already don't have another cruise in the queue when you come home, because we usually do. We come home from a cruise, there's already another cruise on the books that we can kind of delve into a bit.
Right, but I want you to think about the cruise that we got off on the getaway, right? We got off on the getaway. We already had escape planned.
Right.
Right? Which we're going to be on real soon.
Right.
We already had encore planned. And what did we do when we got back from Getaway? We booked the Royal Caribbean Adventure of the Seas.
I know.
Within a week or two of us
I
being
know.
home. So
And it's amazing that in a couple of days we will be boarding
I know.
the NCL Escape for that.
So exciting.
For that New England Canada cruise. Really.
Hi, Derek.
Yeah.
Derek and Gregory. We're going to see them in a few days.
I know. And a lot of other YouTube followers will also be on that cruise.
Yep.
So we'll be happy to see them and get acquainted. So that's exciting.
Now, what's the next on our list?
Well, of course, after you've, booked that new cruise, or again, had it already in the queue, it's planning out the new cruise activities, excursions, and meals, because we love to do that.
Oh, I love
Where are we
to
going
do
to
that.
eat? When are we going to eat? Well, check the excursion
These
list.
guys probably think we're crazy, though, because but they really don't know what we do. Because generally, since if it's a cruise line we've been on before, I already know what I am going to order, right? I already know, like, we'll plan out the meals, where we're going to eat and what time and all that stuff. And then I go to they had this really good thing on the menu and I didn't get it. So I kind of pencil it in and say, that's what I want. So sometimes I know before we go what I'm going to eat.
Well, the thing is that everybody has menus posted online.
Right.
And the cruising community is so on top of things and generous, and everybody who gets off the ship, they love to post their experiences. These are the pictures of the menus when I was on the ship, and like we're going to be on the ship right after, so we can actually see it, and it's really great. And it really helps the planning process. So that means it's important for you guys to be on these, whether it's a Cruise Critic forum or my Facebook cruise chat forum group, whatever you decide to do is going to make your cruise more organized and exciting.
Next on our list is also probably a close second to our seventh, and that is shop for a new cruise wardrobe. And I have to tell you that I really extend our cruise, for me anyways, the whole entire year, because when I'm out and about, I am always looking for that
deals.
bargain, right? Because I would probably say our cruise wardrobe, we actually, you guys, we have a dedicated wardrobe for cruising, right? And that makes it easy for us to get ready.
Right.
We just pick through our cruise closet.
Right. And it's a variety of things, from pants and shorts, shirts with t-shirts, lightweight sweaters, lightweight jackets, depending on whether it's in Alaska,
And
New England, Canada,
color coordinating.
Caribbean, hot, whatever. It's like going to the closet and picking out what you're going to need for that particular cruise. And when Kevin's out and about, like all the time, and he calls me and goes, okay, I'm at JCPenney's, or listen, I think I have a shirt that you might like.
So I just love doing that.
Shopping.
So you
I
guys
love shopping.
Retail therapy is a wonderful thing for depression. And finally on our list is, we kind of
Kinda
you
talked
kind of
about
touched
it,
on
yeah.
it, but it's join roll calls for your new cruise.
Right.
And those roll calls can be on Facebook. There's lots of Facebook groups, including Frank's Cruise Chat. There is a link in the description below if you haven't been able to find it. And Cruise Critic, their Shipmate is an app.
Right.
Lots of things, right?
Cruising isn't just for old people.
Oh, I'm going to tell you guys another bonus tip.
Oh,
bonus
come
tip.
on. Bing,
Bonus
bing,
tip.
bing,
Bonus
bing,
tip.
bing.
So,
Yes.
if you're not familiar with this app, and you're a techie, you all need to download this app. It's called TripIt.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And I use that throughout the year. Basically, it's a way to organize all of your information from your reservations for dinner, where you're cruising to, what activities you're going to do. It's very user-friendly, and you can invite your family and friends as a viewer. Or if they're sailing with you and you trust them, you can invite them as a planner, right? And then they can modify the plans as well.
Cool.
I know I've included Derek and Gregory in as viewers on our TripIt, and they liked it so much that they
They're gonna
downloaded
do-
the app
Oh,
themselves.
awesome. Cool.
So now I
Share
can
the
see
wealth of
theirs and they
knowledge.
can see ours. And that helps extend the cruise too, right?
That's nice.
And then I can look back. And the cool thing about TripIt that I always love to look at when we get back is it tells you how many miles you've traveled.
Oh, wow.
So like last year, we traveled like 48,000 miles.
Wow. We
Isn't that
were
crazy?
very busy.
I'm glad I don't have to pay those miles on my
Oh,
lease,
God.
right?
So we hope we've helped you avoid the massive crying jags you might have when you come home from your cruise.
We encourage all of you to comment below and tell us how you deal
Yeah.
with your post-cruise depression.
Yes, because nobody likes to be sad when they come home. You know, so we want to thank you for joining us. And again, click that subscribe button here on YouTube if you're not a regular family member. And
And yeah, and we hope those 12, right? Because I counted it now, 12,
Yes.
12
10 with 2 bonus.
helps you with your cruise depression. But until next time, we want to remind everybody to always
Travel safe.
and cruise often.